At one point, you and Ja Rule had some discrepancies, right?
Yeah.
Is that before I Cry came? No, you say I Cry was recorded prior to that. But I think I seen you on 106 in Park one day, right? And I think it was a G Unit type of thing. And I think you kind of, am I correct?
You right.
Already sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And I think what you accused them of was, you said that they didn't pay you for the record, so they didn't pay you for the video or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Didn't get paid for anything.
Wait a minute, what?
Not even publishing though?
I later got 2.5%.
Later?
Yeah.
You had to fight for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why God makes no mistakes. Yeah, so I did the record and the album was already done.
Put It On Me, I Cry. Okay.
I Cry is cool.
Okay.
That I got my right percent.
Okay.
But Put It On Me winds up taking off. It had did so many weeks on 106 in Park at #1.
Right.
People were accusing, because they said Def Jam be paying for #1s, but they were like, no, we can't fake a #1 here, because you have to actually call in and they have to tally. Like with the radio station, when you get requests, you have to literally keep a log of it, or else you could get in trouble.
Right.
So we were #1 so much that they had brought us on to retire the record. And I wasn't trying to
Was it the first time they retired, or just other people
that was
retired?
I think we were the first.
Okay.
Soulja Boy voice. We was the first to retire a record on 106.
That was hard.
So we retired. We literally had to retire because people were, other labels and people were complaining like, how come we can never get a #1? It's just like, nobody wants your record to be, y'all are not getting that many calls. So I'm thinking,
go ahead, Paul.
I was thinking like, ooh, this record been out, that check gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have a, as Martin would say, a woo 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 woo.
Woo woo woo.
And when it wasn't a woo 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 woo, I had began to inquire, and I'm just like, well, what's up? I didn't charge a fee for it. I drove up there on my own dime, this and that. But what I see now is if you don't handle your admin, that's why I'm really strict. And the label, well, the independent label that I'm with now, the Faculty Music Group, we're real strict. Like, we'll have the song, literally I have the song in my phone. But until we get the clearances and the splits are agreed and all the paperwork is right, this record won't hear the light of day. Because you have to be, you never know which song will be out of here. Or, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't handle my paperwork. But after that, I learned to, like, oh yeah, I'll sing on your record, and I won't even charge you a fee, but I'll charge a higher percentage and higher points. So just get me on the back end. That's what that means. It's just like, well, instead of 3 point standard, just give me 4 or maybe 5.
Which is longer paper in the long run.
Period.
It's forever.
Yeah, because a lot of times people will try to give you advance or artist stipend or, you know, a fee, and then they don't want to give you
like
no
they want to buy you out of the record.
be like, nah, I can't be bought.
So what exactly happened at that 106 Park thing? What was being said?
If my memory serves me correctly, I remember we were introducing a video, and at the end of whatever it was, I just said G Unit. And I didn't know they was gonna keep it. I thought the mics was off, and they kept it, and I realized, oh shit, here we go. But let me just give the backstory. I didn't honestly know the premise of what was going on between them, but
you did know they was at odds. You didn't know how serious it was.
I didn't know how serious it was because before I did Put It On Me, before I did I Cry, I did Somebody's Gonna Die Tonight for the Romeo Must Die soundtrack with Dave Bing.
Bing?
Dave Bing, B-I-N-G. And he was with Murder Inc. So that's how I got to be on Romeo Must Die soundtrack. So anytime that movie plays, like I'm just like, woo. The admin was great on that, so I thought everything would be right. But it was something that happened at the video set, and I remember, see, I know 50 before he did How to Rob. You know, like around that time, my homeboy Barry, we was writing songs in my homeboy's, he had a joint south in Jamaica Estates. So we wrote a song called Fugazi. Right by the way, it used to be a White Castle right there. So we was writing a song called Fugazi, and this was before he was shot. And so he'd be like, this my homie 50, yo, he about to blow, he got, matter of fact, he just did How to Rob, and I'm just like, yo, you dope. We did songs on the spot. And after that, the situation happened, and you know, I wasn't never involved. One thing I realized is don't get in grown men's beef. Be a lady. I knew that enough. So when stuff was happening, I'm thinking, oh, this is just industry stuff. Ain't nothing gonna happen, but it was real. So I had inserted myself in something that I had really no business. And I said something, I think on Hot 97 one time, that I used to fill in for Star and Buck Wild. And I filled in and I said something, I did 3 things you should never do against, I think it was like, whatever it was I said, and the last thing was never ever put out a diss record against I think it was somebody had tried to diss Eminem at 50, whatever it was, and I got a call from Mona Scott and Chris Lighty and Sylvia Rome was just like, be a lady. Don't join in the men's beef. That don't have nothing to do with you. And that from there, I was just like, all right, bet. Because I thought it was, industry beef that we, labels are be in cahoots and be like, all right, it's going to end this. But now we're getting into a point where it's just like, this is stuff that don't have nothing to do with the industry. And it don't have nothing to do with you. Right. Mind your damn business.
Goddamn, six some noise for that. Goddamn, make noise for that. Goddamn. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
I still got some of mine left.
how did you and Ja fix that? Because here you go, you got this great relationship. Put it on
it was
me.
super personal.
I cried.
So, yeah.
And then this 106 in Park thing happened.
But what was crazy, like, I think what it was before the 106 in Park thing happened, I remember I was touring with them.
Because, as an artist, sometimes, let me, pardon me for cutting you off. As an artist, sometimes we don't know what the label do and don't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I saw that, I immediately knew. I was like, I don't think she understands that how busy he is and he's not even paying attention.
Yeah.
So, was there ever a conversation like you calling Ja Rule prior to that and saying, you know what, they didn't pay me on this?
No. Once I realized he didn't even know.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Ja would be the last one probably.
He would be, and I realized, but he even put out a diss record on me, and then I did a Who Shot You. I did a Who Shot You. Like, then we started going out. Yeah, I was saying some crazy stuff because I used to really want to be a rapper, but I just could sing. So it was just like, oh, y'all think y'all gonna talk crazy about me? Wow. You must not know my head.
She's wearing an orange jumper.
Right. No, this is a piece from my friend's boutique.
So because didn't y'all do the video in Baltimore, I Cry?
Yeah, we did that in Cherry Hill.
That's like real.
The hood. Like it was a shootout as soon as we left.
Oh, God.
Like a 14-year-old was walking, we got y'all. Like, wait, he has a gun?
Right.
Oh my God, whose kid is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's when I was just like, Baltimore really had my back. But before that, it was just like, I'm just running around, hyped up, doing shows, and I was like, wait. I mean, I know y'all paying for flight and hotel, but and per diem, but bitch, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Nobody ever knew this. They were saying that they was just on promo. So promo is just like, okay, I'm out promoting my single. We're not getting paid. We're just getting travel stipend. Maybe just by accident, booking agent sent me his deposit. By accident.
Wait, okay.
Who we talking about again?
All right, talking about Ja. Okay.
So you're on a promo run with them.
But obviously when they're saying you're on promo, it's not Ja saying you're on promo.
Not him.
It's the label, it's someone else.
It's the label saying we're on promo.
Continue.
That's what they were telling my management. Okay. So one day I get a FedEx and I open it up and the joint was for like, it was advanced for like 4 shows. So it was like $50,000. So that means he was getting $25,000 a show.
And this is a check or this is cash?
It was a check.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I'm getting phone calls and they like, hey, I think I called them and I'm just like, I got a check here, but it's not to me. Was y'all supposed to send me something else? Because this says $50,000. Advance for 4 shows. That means $25,000 a show, 4 shows, $100,000. Where's my cut? I called the
Meanwhile,
agency.
you're doing shows for free. $99, but your bus is taken care of.
Flights were taken care of.
Flights and hotel.
Yeah.
And per diem, you said. Okay.
Yeah, but I was singing 2 songs. And I was performing my heart out. So the agency called me back and was just like, wow, we've never had this mistake in all the time we've done bookings. Can you void it and send us a copy? I voided it and I sent them a copy. They was like, your honesty is what's gonna keep you in this industry.
Wow.
And I was just like, let me call and see. So y'all are getting paid for shows. That ain't none of your fucking business, da-da-da. And I'm just like,
Okay, who's saying that's none of your business?
Well, I spoke to, I don't know who, at that time I had a different manager.
Okay.
So I'm just like,
your manager's telling you.
It was like,
who's saying it direct.
Okay.
Yeah, so then she speaks to whoever and they just like, well, we had already had a show booked and I remember, I think we were in Chicago at a label and they was like, well, y'all don't have to fucking come no more. Say no more. One thing about me is if I feel uninvited or you tell me I ain't gotta come there no more, I ain't showing up.
Oh, yeah,
like I'm not gonna beg nobody. That's the Scorpio in me. I'm not begging you for shit.
Yeah,
Bitch, I'll sleep outside before I beg you to come inside.
Right.
It's just certain things, that's my pride.
So you telling me someone from Murder Inc. said...
Well, that's what the management came back and told me. It was like,
because you didn't hear it.
We were in the middle of the airport. It's like, well, y'all can go home. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't my fault that y'all were getting paid. We weren't told. Right. So we were doing MTV Spring Breaks, BET Spring Breaks, doing all of these shows. And I'm just like, damn, like, I'm thinking the bag gonna run up.
Right.
I still got bills. I still,
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's when it dawned on me when Sylvia Rome said, a lot of motherfuckers ain't your friend.
Right.
So I stopped going on the road, and then it was a hiatus between me and Ja talking, because it went from us being like brother and sister to,
that's what I remember.
You know what? I'm just gonna just be brother and sister with the people that I know that ain't never do nothing shady. But then I later realized you honestly don't know who it is or who it was.
Right.
But how did we reconcile?
Yeah, how did you?
I think we had a show together, and it was just like, damn, like, you know what? I saw his kids getting bigger, and I'm just like, damn, like, I was there when when all these kids and my nephews and my kids would beg, we want to go with Ja Rule. How did we let this industry come in between that? Right. My nephew literally, he just turned 23. He'd be like, I don't want to stay in your room. I want to go with Ja Rule. And he would literally come get my nephew so he could go chill with them. And I'm like, oh damn, but you know they're smoking reefer.
Reefers.
Yeah. But it was just like, you know, how did we let anything come between that? Like we was tight. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever I said, I apologize, because I really didn't know what was going on. Right. And maybe you don't know either.
I'm almost sure. I don't know. I've never asked him, but I'm almost sure. Me knowing him, he didn't know as an artist. Like as an artist,
because he was running around
a lot, and he was high as hell too. Yeah.
And sometimes the label was doing some crazy shit.
They was, overall,
and
then I realized,
that was heavy ecstasy days. Heavy ecstasy days.
I was one of the ecstasy heads. Really? I was running around, so it was just like, oh, okay, we thinking people that are in position are gonna handle our paperwork and do stuff, but just looking back, I was just like, for me and my soul, for me to have to put it at rest, because I don't understand how somebody could beef all their life. Like, if you want to take that to your grave, and we don't know what's going to happen in the afterlife, if you have to literally stand before Allah or God or whoever you serve, and they say the only thing that's keeping you from having everlasting life or perfect peace is because you're holding an ought against somebody that really, if your life, limb, or property ain't in danger anymore, why are you mad at this person? It's just like, you know what? It wasn't affecting none of my business or my hits. I was affecting it. So I got to the point where it's just like, yo, I apologize for us. I ain't mean that shit. I was one of them days. Bitch, my period could have been on. It could have been anything. And I was talking shit. But I'm one of the first R&B artists to talk shit. Like, I used to be talking shit to niggas, and I don't know where that came from, but I think it's my accomplice. I really would talk shit to niggas. Right.